I work with writers a lot who are developing brand new shows and getting them to a first draft stage, and I've been working with the author of this show, Jackie Lee, for, I don't know, about a year or so, getting this to a first draft stage. The most important thing for a writer then is to get a chance to hear it out loud in front of an audience to get a sense of where they are with the first draft and what should happen next, and where they are in the development journey. So it's a great gift for those of you who are here in the audience here and those of you who are streaming live. It's a gift that you give to the writer for them to get a chance to hear their work out loud in front of an audience so they can see where they are. Now, what I'm gifted that I have access to some amazing actors who love to put their hearts and souls into this kind of situation and are willing to do it for just a couple of rehearsals. So the amazing group you see behind you has had 2 rehearsals before tonight, which is why they need the numbers on the stands that I put backwards. But anyway. And of course, we have the absolutely spectacular Ron Barnett at the piano to lead us through the whole thing. And we have our writer in the audience today, Jackie Christine Lee, right there. And this will be the first time Jackie's heard this out loud other than at rehearsal last week. So I will be reading some stage directions from the side, and I will be reading as few stage directions as possible, and I'm asking the audience to use your imagination to imagine what will happen when this piece goes on stage and has all of the bells and whistles and costumes and lights that it will have in full production. We're asking you to imagine those, and I'll help lead you through that a little bit with stage directions, but I'll try to stay out of the way. We do have one intermission, so there'll be one act and then a short intermission, and we'll come back for the second act. So without further ado, let me get this show started. Girls' Night. Music, book, and lyrics by Jackie Christine Lee. Act 1, Scene 1. We begin in a bar, a place between stories where there is no beginning or end.
Good night, kids! Mommy's going out for a little me time. There's nothing else I'd rather be than a hero's wife. But when he's off performing epic deeds, it can be a lonely life. Oh, Jason, come back home to your Medea, dear. You know our family has a hole in it when you're not here. But our marriage is fine. Nothing wrong that can't be fixed by some wine and a little bit more wine.
Bartender, give me the strongest drink you've got. Something like which Juliet took. There's some man in the state of Denmark, and his name is Hamlet. I thought that what we had was love, but it all could be a scam. Oh, you're Ophelia, can't read you, I can't do the math. Can't tell if you're Prince Charming or a sociopath, but I'm sick of your crazy stick. Is our love affair divine and euphoric, or deader than Yorick? It's a girl's night on the town when you get too tired of waiting, when the world is getting you down, and when its voice gets free for a night, and a man we love to hate. So let's live it up and paint the town red till we all drop dead.
Ah! I've had it up to here with the Garden of Eden. On the 8th day, this gal said, let there be booze. Time that I ditched that old Ivy bikini. Bartender, get me an apple martini. I need a drink, need a moment to think, need a moment of silence to grieve the once bachelorette Eve. First woman in all of creation, forced right away into subordination. God wanted a pair, but Barbie does not need a Ken. Can I get an amen?
Bartender, I'll have the usual and keep them coming. What a week it's been. Life has me whipped into all kinds of mania. Frantic got letters from old Transylvania. They're all the men who are 10 out of 10 have been begging and pleading to see their beloved girl Lucy. They say I'm the love of their life. All these suitors want me for their wife. I can't complain, it really is something sublime. But boys, one at a time.
It's a girl's night on the town.
When your heart has overflown,
When the world is getting you 10 years now with 2 beautiful boys to show for it.
Oh, tell me what it's like. See, I'm over-engaged at the moment, and I can't decide if I should settle down.
Over-engaged? What do you mean, over-engaged?
Well, there are a lot of men who want to marry me, and for the time being, I've, put them on hold. Don't get me wrong, I'm having a wonderful time being courted, but the idea of settling down with one man feels so final and severe. But everyone's been telling me how special marriage is, and that I'll regret never tying the knot, and I just don't know. Should I do it?
No.
Yes. How could you say that? Marriage is a beautiful thing. The union of 2 souls. The promise of their eternal devotion to one another. It's the goddess Hera's gift to womankind. Your way to announce to the whole wide world that your love is true.
Please. Whoever told you marriage is a gift to women is the world's greatest con artist. Marriage is a trap, all right? It shackles you to a man and shuts the doors on 1,001 futures you could have had. Once you're a wife, your life isn't yours anymore, it's his.
Ophelia receives her drink from the bartender.
About time. If you have the choice, avoid tying the knot at all costs.
She downs her drink in one gulp.
Oh my goodness.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
First-time drinker?
No, I can handle a little absinthe.
Absinthe? You started off the night with pure absinthe?
No.
You poor thing. Try a cocktail, something light and fruity like a Mai Tai or a margarita, or a daiquiri. They're deceptively alcoholic for how delicious they are.
Speaking of, I'm all out of iced tea.
An entire Long Island iced tea?
Drinks like that are perfect for sipping on one's blood.
I didn't come here to blab. I came here to forget my own name.
Boy trouble.
Boy trouble.
See? It's always men. The root of all evil.
You're even more Lorette than Mina.
Mina? Who's Mina?
Oh, only my best friend in the entire world. She usually joins me on nights like these, but she's been so inconsolable. She wouldn't leave the house.
Do I dare guess what she's upset about?
It's her fiancé.
Of course it is. 2 for 2.
Well, I hate to blab.
But
But the story is her fiancé Jonathan took this job all the way out in Transylvania, of all places. Now, I always thought Transylvania was something of a backwater place, but it turns out some absurdly rich count lives out there and needed someone to do his books. Count Dracula or something like that. About the travel, about the beautiful countryside, about the count's estate, Jonathan had all the work to do. But then all of a sudden, poof, nothing. Not a word for Jonathan for over a month. Mina's worried sick about him, the poor thing.
She shouldn't be. He's clearly cheating on her.
What?
What?
No, not Jonathan. I couldn't imagine him doing something like that to Mina. He's completely devoted to her.
I'm sure he is. I mean, haven't you ever heard that absence makes the heart grow fond?
Oh, please. A man's fidelity is born out of desperation and fear that he'll be alone forever. Their standards aren't high. They'll settle for the first woman who comes along, but when the new model comes their way, they're off.
Someone's clearly projecting their own jealousy onto the situation.
Jealousy. My man is in the desperate and lonely category. I wish he'd up and disappear. That's the only thing I'm jealous of. This Mina's only engaged to Jonathan. She can escape the sham of romantic relationships altogether.
Well, it's a downright shame you've never known true love. Oh, but I know from experience that it is a force that weathers any distance. That's what happens when you're meant to be together. When you're like me and my Jason.
Oh, I'm sure Jason's a real extraordinary guy.
Oh, but he is. Haven't you ever heard of him?
Well, could you narrow it down? Like give us a surname, maybe?
Like he needs one. He's Jason. The Jason. Captain of the Argonauts, the greatest heroes in all of Greece. I'll remember the moment we met for as long as I live.
We are transported into a memory of Medea's past in the kingdom of Colchis. A royal palace looks down at the port below.
It was a beautiful day in Colchis. I was in the palace gardens because, well, I was the princess there.
Oh, a princess! That's amazing.
Good for you.
Royalty is overrated. Can't imagine the court in Greece is any better than in Denmark.
I looked out over the palace walls and saw a ship sailing to shore from the glittering sea. A mighty ship like none I'd ever seen before. Oh, the kind of ship epics and legends are told about. It was the Argo. Oh, I ran down to the port as fast as I could. There was already a crowd that must have been hundreds strong, but I pushed my way to the front just in time to see the Argo drop anchor. Oh, and there, standing on the prow of the ship,
If you've never met a hero before, have I got a champion for you to adore? If you wanna brush with fame, it's your lucky day. 'Cause you've met the greatest hero in Greece. Here he comes for the golden fleece, and no one's standing in his way. 'Cause it's Jason, 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 and the Argonauts. Jason, 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 and the Argonauts. Who squared up with giants and toppled them all, who heard and resisted the siren's call, who sailed through clashing rocks with certain despair, who battled the birds with razors for wings, who fought armies and took down kings, who is this guy beyond compare? Yes, it's Jason, 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 and the Argonauts. Jason, 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 and the Argonauts. All right, let me introduce my crew. Here's the list of guys who help keep us afloat. First is Argus, 'cause he built and put his name on the boat. Then there's Peleus with his demigod son, watch his heel. Then there's Castor and Pollux, they're a package deal. We've got warriors and kings from Crete to Thrace. We've got one chick on board, don't challenge her to a race. Then Hercules could lift the ship on his shoulders. Orpheus has a voice that makes boulders cry. But mostly it's Jason, 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 and the Argonauts. Jason, 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 and the Argonauts.
and as Jason sang, I could feel my whole world changing. I knew that the fates themselves must have sent Jason to me. It was Hera's will he and I would marry. Oh, Cupid took up his bow, and that day I fell in love. My heart skips a beat. I'm swept off my feet. Till today I was living a life incomplete. This hero shines brighter than the stars in the sky. Suddenly Jason is all that I need. I would go anywhere he may lead. I know for him I'd live and die. For my Jason, 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 and the Argonauts. Jason, 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 and the Argonauts. Jason, 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 and the Argonauts. Jason, 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 and the Argonauts. All right. What do you mean, all right? Why not good? Why not great? I can say Jason is great. I would say Jason is amazing. Do you think Jason isn't amazing?
I said he's all right. What I meant to say was, he's amazing. He's amazing, so amazing. I got confused. Silly me, I can be such a dick sometimes. Help me out, please.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Seems like a
Oh, he's great. No red flags at all.
What's that?
I said that Jason was great.
No.
does Jason do on the Argo?
He's the captain, duh.
Right, but he went through the accomplishments of the entire crew, and oh, how do I say this? Everyone else on board seems so much more, I don't know, competent than he is. I'm just wondering what they could possibly be getting out of his leadership.
Isn't he a great warrior? They said he slew giants.
Yes! Although now that I think about it, it was Hercules who killed the giants. But Jason was there.
So Jason didn't slay any giant.
Technically speaking, but what about the sirens? Did he really resist them?
Absolutely! The trick to that one was Jason had Orpheus play his lyre while the sirens were singing. He was so good, he drowned them all out.
Then that was more of an Orpheus accomplishment.
If we're going to get into the weeds, but...
So wait, what did Jason do?
My point exactly.
Did he win any battles at all?
Of course he did! He killed the king of Doliones in a terrible battle. It was so tragic. They all had dinner only the night before.
What do you mean they had dinner the night before?
The king welcomed the Argonauts with open arms. But the next night they sailed back to the wrong side of the island, were mistaken for an invading army in the dark, and they fought each other to the death. A tragic misunderstanding.
Wait, so let me get this straight. Jason's one real military accomplishment was a battle in which he killed his friend, which was a mistake that happened because it was dark?
That's a bit of an oversimplification.
Okay, honestly, it sounds like the only thing Jason is actually good at is convincing other people to do things for him, then swooping in and taking the credit.
No, I don't think that's right.
Medea, we're not looking down on your life choices. It's just that all the other Argonauts were right there. And you picked Jason.
Yes, of course. From the moment I heard his voice, I knew he was the one.
Did you hear Orpheus sing?
Between you and me, I think Jason has the better voice. He's a star.
Some of those Argonauts were literally stars. They were. I knew it. Those twins were such Gemini.
Now look here, all of you. Jason is the greatest man who has ever lived. He graces the very ground he walks on. You know what I think? I think all of you were just jealous that he chose me over any of you. And you're talking it all out, or you're taking it all out on him. But you know what? I won't take it. I won't stand for this slander against him a second longer. You hear me? Not 1 second longer.
Take it easy there, princess. I'm just saying your perception of him might be a little bit biased. For your own sake, maybe take a step back and get a good look at the real him.
You all might think Jason is too good to be true, but after a decade of marriage, I think I should know the real him pretty darn well.
You think you do. You think you've been in a relationship with someone for so long, you must know them better than anyone else in the world. You might think you know them better than you know yourself. And then one day they turn up and they're a completely different person. And it's like the person you love died, and then there's a stranger that looks like them in their place. And now you're asking yourself, where did things go wrong? Or worse, maybe it never went wrong. Maybe it was always this bad. You're only seeing it now, but the truth is none of what you thought you had was ever real in the first place.
Sounds a bit too specific for a throwaway hypothetical. Is this about the guy?
What do you think?
If it helps, I hate the little jackass already. You want to tell us about it?
His name is Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark.
The royal court of Denmark appears, stark and cold.
My father is a counselor in the court, so we were bound to cross paths eventually. He was brilliant, eloquent, and so romantic. You would think his love letters were written by the angels themselves.
Ha! Those oversized pigeons can't write. Please continue.
My brother and father both warned me not to get my hopes up. He's a prince, they said. Any day, some political marriage might snatch him away from me, but Hamlet looked at me with such adoration. It felt like he wouldn't give me up for the world. Then he went away to college, and that same year his father, the king, died. When he came back for the funeral, he was a different person entirely. He was angry, bitter, volatile. Like any minute he might explode and tumble off the deep end. My father told me that he and King Claudius thought the change was because of me. He told me to return all Hamlet's letters, told me to break things off with him.
To be or not to be, when life is misery, why doesn't everyone make the call to take a dagger's point and end it all? When every day brings pain and sorrow, why do we still wake up tomorrow? Are we too scared of what's on the other side to envy those who died?
Hamlet!
They're Ophelia. What are those?
Your letters, all those beautiful confessions of your feelings for me. You know my father doesn't approve, and
Your father, the man with the ear of King Claudius. You thought those lies were true. You thought that I loved you. You should have known that I'm full of shit. Another morally bankrupt hypocrite. I am a vain and heartless knave. You shouldn't count on to behave. A dirty liar, never to be believed.
I was the more deceived.
Get into a nunnery. If you're such a dirty whore, let men in like a revolving door. There's too many sinners, don't go pleading more. So get into a nunnery. If you're gonna be so easy, hide your infidelity when you're taking on a guy. It's time now to wake up. You don't fool me with all your makeup, your clothing and your pen names, your baby voice and little mind games. Get me to a nunnery. Never love and never wed. Get me to a nunnery. Leave marriage for the brain dead. Get me to a nunnery. Get out!
God, you're right. He is awful.
He used to be so sweet, though. Like, he was kind and sensitive. He did theater, for Christ's sake! Oh, is that supposed to be a green flag? I just don't know what happened to him.
What happened was he showed his true colors. It's a shame when a lover doesn't match up with the idealized version of them you have in your head.
And Jason matches that vision.
I can't believe Hamlet was hiding this side of himself the whole time.
Hey, it's better you find out about Hamlet now than be strung along for the next 20 to 40 years.
I feel like such an idiot for believing those letters.
Yes, but in a weird way, shouldn't this make you feel better?
Why would I feel better? He called me a whore.
Yes, okay,
But on the bright side, you were already supposed to break up with him.
yeah, and only because her father told her to. And fathers are idiots who don't know what they're talking about, especially when it comes to boyfriends.
There is something to unpack there.
I mean, I didn't want to. I really thought we were in love.
That's called Stockholm Syndrome. The person you thought you were with does not exist. You just told us he's an actor.
Well, you really think Ophelia's had the wool pulled over her eyes this whole time? If he hadn't acted like this before, maybe this time was the lie. Can't there be other explanations? Didn't you say his father died? I mean, that would make anyone...
Lucy, don't make excuses for him.
But it's true. He made a scene at the funeral, too. He was really angry with his mom for marrying his uncle.
What? His mother married her brother?
Her husband's brother.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, I think about his mother immediately remarrying her late husband's brother. brother might turn him off to the whole idea of relationships.
Oh my god. Is Hamlet being a misogynist over his mom?
That's another red flag. These might be explanations, but they are not excuses.
But if he's not being himself right now, all that to be or not to be stuff he was saying, what if he tries to hurt himself? I should do something.
No, Ophelia, this is a trap. Okay? Doubt is how manipulators like him get their hooks back in. Do not fall for the pity trick. Do not let him gaslight you. I know you want to salvage the relationship, but it wasn't real. You're better off alone. Trust me.
Why do you have to be so critical of love?
Relationships aren't about love. They're about control. They're about grabbing you away from a world of infinite possibilities and shoving you in a box for the rest of your life. Because that's what the creator of everything in existence designed them to be.
The creator of everything?
Yeah, capital G, God. And I have the great displeasure of knowing him far too well, because he's got me playing house in the Garden of Eden with his boy Adam. Hey, you're looking at the model for all of femininity. Let me tell you, we have had it bad since the beginning. Okay? I had one beautiful split-second freedom before the concept of marriage was introduced to the universe, and I would give anything to have that again.
The lush green groves of the Garden of Eden appear.
I first awoke surrounded by flowers. I heard the sound of running water and followed it to a lake, blue as the sky above and smooth as glass. I looked down into the water and saw a shape, some kind of creature looking back at me. I drew back and she drew back. I returned to the water's edge and so did she. I moved and she moved. I was mesmerized. What kind of beautiful creature are you? Gentle and graceful, elegant too. I look in your eyes and see infinite skies. You stare right back at me, what could you see? Can this beautiful creature be me? What kind of beautiful creature are you? What were you put on this planet to do? Could you even fly if you only try? The future is limitless, wild and free. For this beautiful creature I see, beautiful, beautiful.
Hi!
Hi?
Gosh, it was hard to find you. I mean, you move fast. Normally I'm faster, but my side really hurts right now, from the whole you thing.
No? What are you talking about? Who are you?
Oh, right. I'm Adam, the first human. For a while, I was the only human, but now you're here, so there are two of us. God made you for me, so I wouldn't be so very alone.
God made me for you.
Yep.
And who is God?
Oh, God's this super cool guy who lives in the sky, and he can do everything, made everything, like everything in existence, and if you don't do exactly what he tells you to do, you'll die. Whatever that means.
What?
Ooh, let me tell you about how you were made. It was pretty cool. I was there, and you weren't, obviously. But God was there, everywhere, and in all things.
What is happening right now?
And I was taking care of all the plants and animals in the Garden of Eden, like I always do. But this time I was feeling kind of down. So I got on my knees, and I asked God about it. And I said, "Hi God, it's me, Adam, your special little guy. I have something I've wanted to ask you for a while now, and I'm not complaining. I really like it here in the Garden of Eden a whole lot. It's just like, well, all my friends are animals, mammals and birds and
and fish at sea. All your creatures, great and small, so many friends made just for me. All my friends are animals. They can't talk, but they sure can screech and sniff their butts and lick their balls. I tried to join, but I can't reach. You gave me every friend I need. In every species, every breed. I'm friends with everything you see. I should be happy as can be, but I wish there was someone like me. Yes, someone like me out there. I only wish that there were someone like me, with fingers and thumbs, not covered in feathers or hair. We'd spend all day saying words. We could talk about trees, or even the birds and the bees. Dear God, I know that you have given me Eden, but please, oh please. All my friends are animals who eat their poop and kind of stink and make really scary mating calls and stare at you but never blink. God, oh please, I beg of you, couldn't you make me an atom too? Would it really be taboo if all across infinity you made just one more someone else like me?
Adam! Hey! I, the almighty and impotent God, have heard you.
I'm sorry, God. I didn't mean to complain. Honestly, I can take it all back.
Oh, come on, Adam! You're my favorite little guy! Of course I'll make you another human!
Really? Oh, wow, you really are the best.
Yeah, I know! Now go lie down in that cozy glade over there and, get nice and comfy, and then I'll get to work.
Whatever you say, God.
I know all I need is... No. Get one of your ribs. Oh no, that was so much more painful than I expected it to be. Don't worry, Adam, I will make the woman do this from now on. It's her fault. That makes fair, right? Yeah.
And that's where you came from.
That's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
Well, don't worry your pretty little head about it. Your woman brain is very new and probably not very smart. Luckily, you have me, who has a brain that's been here for a while and is very smart. And I'll tell you everything you need to know. See that? That's a tree. And see that? That's a cloud. You see that? That's a bird.
He's very...
You don't have to be nice. I did not choose this man. None of his shortcomings are a reflection on me.
At least he's harmless.
Hey. I've been watching the wolves, and I think if I move my leg just like this, I can reach my balls. I've almost got it. Just a little. Ow.
Consider my eyes harmed.
I think I pulled something. It's bad. Ow.
It's just so funny how critical you were of Jason when this is your man. Don't you think that's funny?
Okay, princess. It is a race to the bottom. Every single relationship is, at its core, about controlling women for the benefit of a man. More often than not, a mediocre guy who's sure as hell not pulling his weight.
Well, not every relationship.
Don't you start.
I didn't want to say anything with Ophelia being so completely and utterly miserable over Hamlet.
Why am I catching strays? What did I do?
But the truth is, I'm in a really good relationship. Actually, I'm in 3 really good relationships.
Oh, right. You're over-engaged.
Yes, exactly. To 3 absolutely wonderful men, and they've been giving me the world. So I just figure if I could have stumbled into a good relationship 3 times in a row, then it can't be impossible.
Please, these guys can't be all that great.
Well, they are, though. They're so thoughtful and loving and attentive, which makes it so much harder to pick between them. It's torture.
The Westenra estate in Victorian London appears.
Arthur Homewood, John Seward, and Quincy Morris. 3 perfect, beautiful men who proposed to me all at once, on the same day. Can you believe that? These suitors of mine have had me swept away in the romance of a lifetime, and I never wanted to end.
Lucy Westenra, you're gold as the sunrise. So suffer and burn with a love that's eternal. So please don't you turn away your face from me.
Boys, 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 I can't pick between these boys, 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 lining up on bended knees. Oh, how do I reply when their love's in such supply? Who do I marry? Who do I deny? Do I have to say goodbye to any of these boys?
You're gold as the sunrise. Suffer and burn with a love that's eternal. So please don't you turn away your face from me.
Now John Seward is a doctor who can cure a lovesick heart. You should see his bedside manner, it's an enviable art. Then there's Arthur, who's a nobleman, so gallant and devout. He's my dashing modern Lancelot, I couldn't do without. And Quincy's from America, a rugged Texan soul. If we rode into the sunset, oh, I think I'd lose control. So who do I choose to share eternal joy?
I'm a doctor.
I'm a lord. I'm a cowboy.
Good God almighty.
Boys, 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 I can't pick between these boys, boys, boys. Can't I have them all, oh please? 'Cause I've got love enough for all of them, yes, love enough for all of them. Why pick and choose when I never want to lose the love of all these boys?
Oh, Lucy, Lucy, you're the woman for me.
The love of all these boys.
Oh, Lucy, will you marry me?
Can I take all 3? Goodbye, my darling boys. I'll see you soon.
Wow, poor you. It must be so hard.
It is. I just don't know what to do about them. It would make things so much easier if I could just marry 3 people.
Surely there's not enough time for a fulfilling relationship with all 3 of them.
You'd think so. We've gotten into a rhythm. I'll be honest, it's a lot of mental and emotional work to keep a handle on it, but it's all worth it.
Aren't they jealous of each other?
No! They've actually become the best of friends. Practically brothers by this point. I guess I'm just one lucky girl.
Okay, they're attentive now because they want to marry you. Once one of them gets the prize, they'll stop trying so hard.
Oh, I don't know. I think they're having a great time courting me. They don't seem like they'll get tired of it anytime soon. Still, you have a point. I mean, it makes me wonder what good getting married would even do.
Yeah.
We're all happy with things as they are, so why bother with the formalities? Especially if the formalities will only ruin everything.
You can't split a marriage between 3 different husbands. Marriage is about giving your whole heart to one special someone. It's about being true and faithful to one another, forever and always. You can't divvy up love as you see fit, because love is about devoting your life to another, like it is between me and my Jason.
Here we go.
When I met Jason, he was on an impossible quest to retrieve the golden fleece, a fabled symbol of kings and leaders of men. Oh, my father, the king of Colchis, kept the fleece in a sacred grove where it hung in the branches of a special tree. A forbidden treasure, impossible to claim.
Oh, for the love of...
What is it?
There's this stupid tree in the Garden of Eden that you're not allowed to take the fruit from. It's like the one big divine rule. So forbidden objects on trees set up all kinds of alarm bells.
Wow, that's so interesting and totally relevant to my story. Once Jason claimed the fleece, he would be able to take his rightful place as the rightful king of Thessaly. Now, my father had set up all sorts of deadly trials and had slayed many men who had sought the fleece before Jason. But Jason had one thing the others did not: my endless and eternal love. See, I knew the secrets to the trials, and I couldn't let my precious Jason Wasting get hurt. Could I? So I gave him a little help. I made him a special ointment to protect him from my father's fire-breathing oxen. I told him how to defeat the magic army of soldiers that sprang up from the field of planted dragon's teeth. I put the dragon guarding the fleece to sleep with a potion so Jason could reach the prize. Because of my pure and single-minded devotion, Jason was able to claim the golden fleece and prove himself a worthy king.
He didn't do anything! He got you to do everything for him!
In fairness, reaping the rewards of everyone else's efforts is kind of what monarchy is known for.
That was the most blatant act of manipulation I've ever seen!
No, that's love. Love is doing anything and everything for your special someone. Oh. You do crazy things for love. You do crazy things for love. When you love madly, you know you gladly pack up your bags and leave your old life behind. You'll give up on your dream to fight for their team. It's tough, but when it's love, you really don't mind. True love can drive you to such fancies and caprices. Sometimes your love will make you murder your brother and chop up his corpse into pieces. You do crazy things for love. You do crazy things for love. Your folks don't get it. They say you'll regret it. They say a man like that brings only misery. But they don't know him the way I know him. The love I share with Jesus is as true as can be. Oh, Daddy, we're in love. Why couldn't you see? Maybe you'll realize as you search for all the pieces of my brother that I dumped into the sea, which I had to do because you wouldn't let Jason and I be. This is what you get when you stand between my baby and me. They call you a monster. They call you inhumane. They call you awful things like criminally insane. But I'm here to tell you nothing's wrong with your brain. You're just filled with the love that you can't contain. You do crazy things for love. You do crazy things for love. When you get all doe-eyed and moody, you can get a little loony. There's nothing you wouldn't do for your dear cuddle bear. Your behavior might get absurder, like committing first-degree murder. But in the end, it's just your way of showing you care. If you want to be the perfect bride, you talk a man into bronze into suicide. Make his princesses boil their father alive. You kill over and over and over to see him thrive. And you'll do any crazy thing for love.
Right. Medea,
Yes.
when you were talking about murdering your brother, that was hypothetical, right? Right?
Why would I make up something like as a hypothetical?
So everything you just listed, those were real things you did.
Why would I lie?
Oh, so you're like a serial killer?
Well, a serial killer typically kills without a personal motive, but often target victims with shared characteristics. My murders were all motivated by a desire to help Jason, and I have killed a very diverse array of people that I'd be hard-pressed to find any sort of connection between. I think of myself more as a soldier in the war for Jason.
Yeah, I don't feel better about that.
Now, Medea, I hesitate to offer you life advice.
Oh, why?
Mostly fear. But I believe if you see something, you should say something. In this instance, maybe it's better we don't. And I'm not talking about the murder. You know how we brought up that Jason has a knack for convincing other people to do things for him and then taking the credit?
We brought it up. You brought it up. Only you.
Well, it really seems like he's been using you to do all his dirty work while his hands stay clean. I know this is hard to accept, but he is using you.
I'm sorry. For you, Eve. You don't understand. You're not in love with Adam. If you were, you'd know why I do all these things. But you just have no idea. If only you knew someone like Jason, you'd know that when love calls, you answer.
Mail call! Package for Miss Ophelia. Is there a Miss Ophelia here?
That would be me. What is this all about?
You've got a letter from Hamlet.
Prince of Denmark.
Oh, great.
I'm sorry. Do I know you two?
Well, I'm Rosencrantz, and this is Guildenstern. We're Hamlet's friends.
Best friends. He probably talks about us all the time.
No, not really.
Anyway, here's your letter.
Wait, hold on a second. Why can't Hamlet deliver his own letters? Better yet, why can't he come down here in person and say whatever it is he's got to say to Ophelia to her face?
Whoa! Don't shoot the messenger.
It's fine. Give me the letter.
What's this letter about anyway?
No idea.
We didn't write it. We're just delivering it.
You didn't read it?
Did we really read a sealed letter? No.
Did you ever heard of mail fraud? It's a serious crime.
Okay, thank you, Rosary and Guildenstern. You can go.
It's Rosencrantz and Guildenstern?
That's what I said. Now go. Leave. Are you going to read it? I don't know. Maybe I should burn it.
I second the motion.
Okay, don't you want to know what it said? Yes. No. I don't know. You're just torturing yourself by putting it off. You'll probably regret it if you never read it at all. You're right. I should read it. I don't know. I'm scared.
You can still burn it.
But then I'll never know. Just reading it doesn't mean you're making a decision on Hamlet. It's just getting more information.
Don't look at me. It's your choice. You want to know what it says?
I need to know. Let's just give it a whirl. What's it say? Dearest Ophelia, I cordially invite you to the premiere of The Mousetrap, a production I have both written and directed. I have poured my blood, sweat, and tears into this piece and would be honored if you would grace me with your presence. I hope I will see you there. Yours truly, Hamlet. Did he just apologize? What? Apologize? Oh my god, he apologized! He realized he was wrong! I'm so happy! Lovely again. Oh, I don't think I could like being hugged with the hands that dismembered a human being.
Wait 1 second. This is not an apology. Thank you. what's written. What I see here is a self-obsessed man who wants to drag you back into his life. I mean, asking you to sit through a play he's written and directed, like he didn't have enough narcissistic personality traits as is.
Well, I guess you're right, but
But don't tell me you're falling for this.
it's just that Hamlet was always able to articulate his feelings so beautifully through his sonnets and plays. This finally feels like him again.
There is no good Hamlet making a triumphant return. Your brain is cooking up a fantasy because you're trying to hold on to the relationship you thought you had.
Okay, hold on a second. Ophelia, do you want to be with Hamlet? I mean, if he's the Hamlet you remember, would you still want to make a relationship with him work, even after what he said to you?
Not everyone has a fairy tale ending waiting for them, Lucy. And to be brutally honest, it's cruel to keep getting Ophelia's hopes up and dragging her back towards Hamlet just because you have it good. That relationship is toxic.
She won't be sure until she goes to the show.
Until she goes, you mean? Have her go to Hamlet's show? Absolutely not! Oh! Okay, first you read his letter and you get all nostalgic. Then you go to the show and he ropes you back in. And then you push all those warning signs to the back of your mind and suddenly you're back to square one. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile.
I'm not saying she should act like nothing happened. I think this seems like an opportunity for Ophelia to honestly confront Hamlet about how he made her feel. He's opening the door, so I say take advantage of it. But only if she wants to, of course.
But I don't know.
If it could be love, and it's just a misunderstanding, isn't it worth taking the chance to see if he's changed?
How many chances do you have to waste on a man before you call it quits? So here's the deal, Ophelia, if you ask me. Prince Hamlet is a psycho, that is plain to see. Your relationship's flying 1,000 red flags. So get out, better go, the door is open, better go. The options on the table, this boy of yours ain't stable. You're not a fool, you know that you could leave if you're still able. This case is black and white, I know you know what's right. You should not trust this man. Leave while you can. Leave while you can.
Now don't you try to tell yourself that you're not smart. There's reason to believe the voice that's in your heart. If this is the old Hamlet finally breaking through, make him tell you the truth. I think he owes that much to you. The options on the table, the future is unstable, but you know happy endings can be more than just a fable. It's not so black and white, I know you know what's right. If you believe, give love a chance.
Just leave,
Oh,
no leave.
come on, Eve.
I believe that love will never die.
Options on the table, this boy of yours
The
ain't
future
stable.
is
You're
unstable,
not a fool,
but
you know that you should
happy
leave while you're
endings
still
can be more than just a
able.
fable.
This case is black
It's not
and
so
white.
black
I know
and white.
you know
I know
what's
you
right.
know
You
what's
should not
right.
trust
If
this
you
man.
believe,
Leave
give
while
love
you
a chance.
If you decide to go, don't say I never told you so.
But if you never go, you guarantee you never know.
You really want to know.
Yes, do you want to know? I'll go!
I'll go.
The setting shifts to the court of Denmark.
This is so exciting. I've always wanted to see the shows they do in Athens. I hope this is just as good.
Adam makes me watch ants with him, so I'm hoping it'll be better than that.
I asked Jason if we could go to an Athenian play, but he told me to stop so needy.
Girl, you've got to learn to stand up for yourself.
Sorry I'm late. I got held up in the worst traffic by the harbor. There'd been an awful accident. A cargo ship named the Demeter ran aground last night. Turns out the entire crew was dead.
Whoa.
They said it looks like some kind of animal attacked them, and I'm not one for ghost stories, but a lot of people think it was some kind of monster.
One monster wouldn't have been a problem for Jason and the Argonauts. Just saying.
Anyway, I hope I didn't miss anything.
Nope, the show hasn't started yet.
From the sound of it, Prince Hamlet's been grilling the actors on their performance.
Yet another point for the abusive egomaniac.
And Ophelia?
We've got our eyes on our girl right over there. We're giving her space. We don't want Hamlet to realize he's being watched and play on the charm.
Look, he's coming.
As intense as you can perform it without becoming characters. Make it feel real, like they're looking at a mirror of real life, especially the murder scene. Ophelia, you made it.
I did.
Amazing. Please, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep and enough adrenaline to make a horse's heart explode. You look like an angel. I reserved our seats, should we?
Together.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
I can't wait for you to see this. You're going to love it. Wait. Your dad didn't make you wear a wire, did he?
No, why would he?
Just checking.
Oh, I know that feeling. Rampant paranoia. One of the first stages of young love.
It isn't.
Hamlet, did you choose these seats? I can't get the view of the stage.
Oh, they're perfect. You've got a great view of the real action.
The king and queen?
I'll be cold in the grave before I call Claudius king.
Why?
All part of the mousetrap. Everything's coming together. God, I'm so pumped. You know, since we're in the back, I bet no one would see if you gave me head. What do you say?
Excuse me?
Oh, I said we're in the back, so I bet some idiot's head will get in the way. Why? What did you think I said? Slut. No head, then.
No.
That's a real charmer right there. Inappropriate sexual advances and then gaslighting her about it. Still think he's worth giving a second chance.
Hamlet, what has gotten into you?
How you starting?
Gee, she sure looks miserable over there, doesn't she? Like, I don't know, showing up to this was a really bad idea that's only going to make her feel worse about herself.
I didn't think you just...
Well, no, of course not, because relationships are fun and exciting and never filled with any pain or drama. At least not when you're bouncing around between 3 guys like a ping pong ball.
Hamlet, would you please
Getting to the good part. Murder of the king.
talk to me? Tell me what is happening.
Here, the treacherous Lucianus pours poison into the king's ear while he sleeps. Cowardly assassination that lets him claim his estate, his wife, all he held dear.
I don't care about the play. I want to know about you.
There, right there, do you see how now he's terrified? Look there, right there, how he jumps at thoughts of fratricide. The guilt is in his eyes, there are holes in his disguise. I got all the proof I need. I know who you are now, I know what you are. You're the one who did the deed. Now it's time to bleed.
There, right there, do you see a case of white and black? Look there, right there, do you really think he loves her back? So there, the truth is out. Tell me, where's the room for doubt? Could have skipped the horror show.
I know who you are now. I know what you are.
Hate to say I told you so. Should have let him go.
He's leaving. Where I need a sword.
Hamlet, what is happening?
Move! I have to get to him now.
No, tell me what the hell is going on.
Get out of my way!
Why are you so touch and go? Why are you so hot and cold? Say it loud, 'cause I
Frankenstein. I don't need to hear you cry when I've got bigger fish to fry. This what you want me to say? What you are is in my way. But to damage did I prove that I'm the monster that you seem to think I am now?
Ophelia, are you okay? Did he hurt you?
Don't! I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. I hoped that... Stop! Just stop! No more trusting guys I should despise. Shut up! Shut up! When I listen to your pretty lies, you gave me cause to stay. Hope for him to take away. It was too good to be true. I don't want your pity. I don't want your sympathy. Enjoy your hair up, Mary Sue. Yes, we all can be like you.
We are now on the streets of London, and Dracula enters.
Lucy Westenra, mine till the sun rises. Pretty little thing, so sincere and so naive, so innocent. Young and eager to believe that vile men are good and just misunderstood, but in the end love will prevail of fairy tale. Learn what it is to burn with a hunger eternal. Don't you dare turn away your face from me.
End of Act 1. Intermission. We'll see you in a little bit. go ahead. Act 2. We are back at the bar.
It's all okay.
I'm so stupid. I can't believe I fell for him.
He doesn't deserve your tears. He's not worth it.
I really thought he was the one. How can I be so wrong?
You're a kid. How would you know? Hey, Lucy. Pretend you don't know us, or?
Hello, Eve. Ophelia, I'm sorry. Didn't see you there.
Are you coming down with something? Sure. Here for a drink?
Sorry. I thought I could do this, but I can't.
Oh, sure. Go have fun with your sexy Victorian men while we wallow. We'll find a way to go on without you playing devil's advocate. Well, someone thinks she's too good for us. Having too much fun in her perfect fantasy to put up with the suckers in a real relationship. Medea's probably off thinking the same thing.
Am I as crazy as her?
No, you haven't. You haven't gotten anybody killed yet.
Will you stay with me?
I'm sorry, kid. I have to get back to Eden.
Can we just live here forever?
I wish we could.
In her kitchen, Medea prepares a leg of lamb while Jason speaks on the corded house phone.
You like the gift I got you? I knew you would. Have you tried it on yet? Well, I can't wait to see you wear it when I see you again. How about tonight? Yes, why not? Oh, don't worry about her. She doesn't suspect a thing.
Oh, Jason!
I'll see you tonight.
How's my darling husband? I'm making your favorite for dinner.
Oh, that's too bad. I won't be home tonight.
You won't?
A few of the Argonauts and I are very important hero work, you know.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you'd be here.
A hero's work is never done. But I'll be back, say, next week.
Next week?
Yes, next week.
But our anniversary. It's this weekend. I thought we'd celebrate.
Did you tell me you were making plans?
Well, no, but
Did you ask me if I would be free to do something?
I thought you'd remember.
Medea, I am the captain of the Argonauts. The hero who claimed the Golden Fleece. I don't have time to memorize every date you want to make a fuss over.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Just try to be more considerate next time.
Hey, kids. Looks like it's going to be the three of us tonight. Daddy's not going to be home. I know. I miss him too. But he's a very busy man. He has a lot of important work to do because your daddy is a hero. We'll make it work next time.
Inside Lucy Westenra's bedroom, Lucy lies on her bed, deathly ill, and the boys stand over her.
How is she? She's dangerously anemic. I don't know. She's lost a lot of blood.
Will that make her better?
She needs a transfusion. Many transfusions.
Well, I've got plenty of blood to spare.
So do I. What are a few needles anyway?
And I was prepared to donate all the blood myself. We'll give her however much blood she needs for as long as she needs.
Will this save her?
I can't say for sure, but it will keep her with us longer.
That's all I needed to hear.
You sit by my side as the weeks and the days and the hours tick by. And you smile at me still with love in your eyes as I'm bleeding you dry. truth setting in that whatever you do, I won't get to grow old. There's still so much life that I still want to live, so much that I still have yet to give. But of things that I've done, I'm glad one of the few was whatever I did to deserve you.
Meanwhile, back in the state of Denmark, there are flashing police lights and wailing police sirens.
Prince Hamlet, you are under arrest for the murder of Polonius. There's nowhere to run. Tell us what you've done with the body.
He's at a dinner party. The maggots say he tastes amazing.
We're not playing here. We'll ask you one more time. Where is he?
Look in heaven. If he's not there, try going to hell!
I gave you one more second chance. I put my trust in our romance. I said you couldn't be so bad, and then you go and kill my dad. You said your heart was mine, said you'd be my Valentine. Fooled me once and fooled me twice. I should have taken Eve's advice. Why did I let you lead me on? Why was I such an easy pawn? A chess piece in a game of peace. A puppet who gave you strings. You caught me hook and line. Got me as your Valentine. Couldn't see that you were cruel. Yes, you played me for a fool. Do I know day from night, or black from white, or left from right from wrong? If I can't tell you when you've been stringing me along, I let you kiss me, hold me, touch me, gave you oh so much of me. I just can't live with it, can't live with it. Time I finally grow a spine and say goodbye, my Valentine. Life has been one big illusion. Escape's the only good conclusion. I decree that not to be means living in a fantasy. In the world where I was not, where I had been your precious Valentine.
Ophelia leaps to her death. In the Garden of Eden, the tree of knowledge stands tall, ripe fruit hanging on its branches.
Gonna watch the clouds, gonna feel the breeze, gonna do my job and prune the trees, gonna say hello to the chimpanzees and the deer and wolves and all their fleas.
Hey, Adam?
Yeah?
You know that for every single day we've been alive, we have gone out to tend to the garden, and we have worked shoulder to shoulder on the exact same plot of land?
Yeah?
I just had an idea. I was thinking, how about today we split up and work in different parts of the garden at the same time?
But then we wouldn't be together.
Yes.
But we're always together.
Right, I know, but think about it. Wouldn't it be more efficient if we did different things? You know, we would finish working so much faster.
But then I wouldn't be able to see you.
I know, and that is so sad. But that will just make it so much better when you do get to see me later, right?
Yes, so.
Good! Then it's settled. We'll each get a little bit of personal time, and I will see you later.
Okay. See you later.
Yep.
Bye, Eve.
Bye, Adam.
I love you.
Yeah, go!
The serpent drops down from the tree of knowledge.
He sure is.
You know, you could do so much better than him.
Yeah, not like I have a choice.
Really, babe, you're gorgeous, you know. I've seen those angels, and let me tell you, those hockey feather pricks have got nothing.
Wow, thanks. A little blasphemous of you.
Who cares? I'm Telling the truth, that's such a crime. The big guy upstairs has his priorities way out of order.
Right! You know, I didn't think snakes could talk.
Usually we can't, but I discovered a little secret.
Oh? Do tell.
You see this tree here? I had a taste of one of those juicy fruits hanging from its branches. Next thing you know, I was talking just like you can.
Unfortunately, we humans are not allowed to eat those.
Really? I thought you two could do whatever you like.
Anything except eat of that tree right there. If we do, we die.
Oh, well, I feel fine. Who told you you'd die?
What do you think?
That makes sense. I'm sure he wants to keep you right where you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
Think about it. If eating these fruits made me a dumb little snake, more like you, well, it stands to reason if you took a bite, you'd be more like them.
Them?
The whole celestial, living it up in the heavens, the angels, capital G-O-D, God! And they couldn't have you joining their little exclusive club, could they?
You think heaven would lie about something like that?
Wouldn't they? When have they ever treated you as anything more than their puppet? You're not their equal. You're not even Adam's equal.
Those absolute mother...
You're starting to see the big picture. You're a pawn in God's little game. You're not allowed to do anything without his say-so. But there's a way to level the playing field. Go on. Take a bite. You wanna see the world like they do. Leave the role you were run to. And do anything you set your mind to. Hey, girl, break your cage and give real freedom a whirl. Let all right and wrong be yours to decide. All you gotta do is open wide. I know what you're looking for. No man ruling over you anymore. I've got your suitcase, your open door, for you to take a more. You could stay in your place, the pretty place on display. Let the angels move you around like a doll. If that's really what you want, it's your call. You could behave, tied to your husband like a good little slave. But I think that you want more out of life than eternity as Adam's wife. You could be what you wanna be. All you gotta do is listen to me. Your answers are here hanging in this tree. Just take one bite and you're free.
I could take control of the fate of my soul. And then no God and no man will be weaving my future, just Eve. But is this the destiny I choose? I have endless life in paradise to lose. But what good is eternity when you're not free? I have endless life in paradise to lose. But what good is eternity when you're not free?
I was doing what you said and working by myself, and I got so lonely I came back to see you, and what did you do? It's the thing. Anyway, the thing. It's the only thing in the garden that we're not allowed to eat. And you.
Okay, I can explain.
No, I have to tell God. No. Yes, I have to. You broke the rules.
But what will happen to me when you tell him?
I don't know, but I can't lie about it.
Wait! Have you ever thought that maybe we're supposed to eat the fruit?
Supposed to?
Yes! Like, we can only pass by taking the initiative and eating the fruit.
So we're not supposed to listen?
Right? I mean, we're supposed to have free will, right? What better way to prove our free will than not listening to every direction we're given without question? Look, I learned that the fruit on this tree is supposed to make us like God and angels. Maybe this is how we're supposed to graduate to their level.
Do they want us on their level?
Why wouldn't they? I thought they liked us.
They do, But God said we weren't supposed to. He said we'd be punished.
Well, I already ate the apple, so if you want to be left behind, that's fine by me. I'll just
Wait. Nothing.
Well, how is it?
Ah!
What? What's wrong? What?
What do they eat?
What do you mean? What are you talking
What
about?
do the animals eat? Why are their teeth so sharp? You don't need sharp teeth to eat fruits and veggies. Why is it that sometimes you go to visit one of your friends and you can't find them, and instead there's just a big pile of feathers in the tree they live in? What do they eat? What do you caused the 2 worst days of my life? Oh, come on! It's true. All the bad things that happened to me were your fault.
Like I asked you to make me.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have done it.
Maybe not.
Ooh! What is going on here?
Nothing.
Doesn't sound like nothing.
It really is nothing. We're just chatting
Well, a normal conversation about nothing.
Really?
Very.
Oh, and, Adam, dude, what's that you're hiding behind your back?
I'm not hiding anything.
Come on, Adam. It's me, Adam, the all-knowing, all-seeing, omnipotent God. You ate the apple.
No. No.
You did too. Oh, come on, man, don't you lie, Adam.
Okay, I did. But she made me do it.
Adam!
What?
You're putting all the blame on me? Real mature.
I never would have done it if you hadn't done it.
Look at you. Humans, man. Fighting, lying, backstabbing. Like, Eden was like a perfect place. And then you eat the apple, and suddenly there are like problems, man. Just popping up everywhere.
Okay,
Not about it.
there were problems. We just didn't talk about them.
0 problem! And now, you too, unbroken the sacred rule of Eden, you shall face the consequences. Now, both of you shall die.
You lied to me.
And that is like, that's like the worst part.
You see? He's punishing us. You lied to me.
I didn't lie. I told you something I had a strong suspicion was not true. That is not the same thing.
It is the same thing.
Like I need you screwing me over after putting up with your nonsense for all eternity.
What do you mean? Putting up with my nonsense for all eternity?
Following me around every second of every day to make me watch grass grow, or imitate how monkeys walk, or name every single thing that flies by.
I was showing you my favorite things to do. They were fun.
For someone with half a brain.
Why are you being so mean?
Because I don't like you!
gonna go for it.
The Garden of Eden disappears. A church appears, prepared for a funeral service. A casket lies by the altar. Laertes enters and takes a stand at the pulpit beside the casket.
I never wanted to make this speech. I'd hoped that a million happy days would come before today, where all of you who knew and loved my sister, would have gathered to celebrate the life she deserved to live. See her finish school, see her on her wedding day, see her start a family of her own.
The ghost of Ophelia enters.
Ophelia was kind, patient, generous to a fault. She was always there to help those she loved, always quick to forgive them.
Funeral. Somewhat important by the looks of it.
She was clever and creative. She had a brilliant, beautiful mind. She loved poetry and music, and she sang. Oh, the last days of her life, she was singing. And I hope to never forget that sound of her voice, because I miss her. Every day that she's not here, I miss her. So, Ophelia, if you can hear me, wherever you are, I want you to know that I'm not angry, because I could never be angry with you. I don't blame you for what you did. I only wish you were still here. I don't care what any church says about you, because I know my sister. And I know that you're an angel in heaven right now.
Okay.
And I want you to know that I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. But I have always loved you. And I always will love you.
No, 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 no! No, it can't be her in there! It can't!
How dare you show your face here after what you did?
What happened to her?
What happened? You happened!
No, no, she was supposed to be okay. She was supposed to live. It didn't matter if I made it. I could die, but not her. Anyone but her.
What are you going on about?
You know full well what's going on. Claudius turned the whole court against me because I, the returning prodigal son, was the only one with the balls to question if he deserves to sit on that throne.
The whole court is against you, huh? Is that why you murdered my father in cold blood?
It was an accident. I didn't want to hurt him. I didn't even know it was him.
And what about my sister? What about Ophelia? Any excuses about what you did to her?
It was for her sake.
For her sake. Are you hearing yourself?
She wasn't supposed to be caught up in this mess. All the lies and betrayal and bloodshed. She's too good for it. Too pure for it. I knew Claudius wouldn't have had a second thought about dragging her in. Polonius, too. Making her a pawn in their game. Using her as leverage against me. I thought I didn't care about her. He would leave her out of it.
Claudius. What does Claudius have to do with any of this? You killed my father. You killed my sister. You. No one else but you. You say you didn't want her dragged into this mess? Well, that's bullshit. You want to know what you did? Here, you destroyed her. You drove her insane. You made her hate herself.
I left her.
Some way of showing it.
This was supposed to happen.
To tell me how you feel.
back at the bar.
Better. I bet that brother of hers will kill him.
Here.
Sorry, I just can't help but feel it's my fault.
What? No. How could it be your fault? You only ever tried to get her to leave that relationship.
But I just kept telling her that she was wrong. Over and over and over again, I never gave her answers, only pointed out more problems, more flaws, more blind spots. And I don't think that's what she needed. I have no idea what she was going through, but I should have. Instead, I think I spent too much time telling her to give up. I've never seen you like this. You always seem to know what the answer was. That's the first thing you realize when you get a taste of real knowledge, that you don't know anything. You think you know how the world works, and then you take a step back and see the endless sea of everything you missed. It is terrifying. Let's get a drink. Yeah,
Let's have a toast to Lucy Westenra, queen of all our hearts.
Here, here.
Light. Fun. Reminds me of a day on the beach. No wonder these were her favorite. They're a perfect match.
I'm sorry, did you say Lucy?
Yes, yes. You're friends of hers?
It's been a while since we spoke, but yes. You wouldn't happen to be her boys by any chance? The doctor, the lord, and the cowboy?
I guess we are.
You must be the little lady she met at this place.
She told you about it?
Sure, she's a chatty one, you know.
She sure is.
We shared everything. I can listen to her talk for hours.
Where is she?
She passed. We did everything we could to save her, but alas, there was no cure for what ailed her.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know she was sick.
She took ill after the assault.
That's horrible. Oh,
She didn't tell many folks. It was a painful memory for her to relive.
but she told you.
Of course. We were there with her up until the end. It wasn't pretty watching her go.
What happened to her?
Lucy was alone one fateful night when she was attacked by a very demon in human form. Count Dracula.
Lucy grew deathly ill, anemic, melancholic, a shadow of her former self. We didn't know what had happened. We didn't even know such monsters as this Dracula who attacked her had existed.
But what we did know was Lucy needed help. So we did the best we could, taking turns giving her blood, the blood she needed. We tried to protect her from her sinister storm.
But it wasn't enough. The Count returned in the night and finished his work. Lucy died. If only that were the end.
Her body lived on, beautiful as ever, but wrong. Our sweet Lucy was gone, her soul trapped in a body she couldn't control.
That thing might have looked like her, but that kind-hearted gal wasn't in there anymore.
All we had the power to do was set her to rest and free her tortured soul to go forth into the great beyond.
The boys stake Lucy through the heart.
And you took it upon yourselves to decide that's what she wanted?
She didn't wish it. I shall never forgive myself.
Were there were a day, I didn't doubt it. But we must keep our resolve in the fight against evil, for Lucy's sake.
Oh, damn that evil Dracula! Hell him back 1,000 times.
They're so melodramatic and sensational. I think I love it. Okay, yeah, I have to admit, I hate to admit it, but I think I see where Lucy was going with it.
We made a vow to see the evil that had done this would pay.
That we would see that this Dracula never hurt a beautiful soul like Lucy ever again. even if it costs us our lives.
And that we would hold Lucy Westenra in our hearts forever.
How does a perfect angel find no mercy from above? Why should such suffering seek a soul as tender as a dove? How can the world destroy a girl whose heart knew only love? No, she deserved better. I'll never forget her. I'll see that she lives forevermore in memoriam, in memoriam. How many memories that could have been forever in the past. Moments that I let slip away, not knowing they'd be the last.
None of those golden days with you
Can ever be surpassed. No, she deserved better. I'll never forget her. I'll see that she lives forevermore. I'll see her memory will carry on until I am gone, till my bones are dust and I'm in the ground. The trace of her will still be found. I'll see her stories told in memoriam, in memoriam. This is to you, my one true love, my heart, my everything. May you find rest in heaven, blessed, as gentle as the spring. And till our final days are spent, the three of us will sing in memoriam, in
Even when she was dying, even when she was dead, they still tell her that they love her. I don't think I've seen that before.
Are you doing okay? I think I need to have a little chat with Jason. Good luck, Medea.
Jason, we need to talk.
You wait.
No. No, it can't wait. I have been waiting years for you to show me any affection in return.
Calm down, you're acting all crazy again.
I am not. I am the most sane I've been in a long time. I've done so much for you, and I have not gotten a word of thanks. I was the one who got you the golden fleece. I was the one who got you back home. I am the one who knocked the king of Thessaly off his throne so you could have it, me. The only reason you are anyone is because I made you a hero. So I want to start getting some respect around here, or I'm gonna...
Seeing someone else. I'm having an affair. She's young, she's beautiful, exciting. When I'm with her, I feel alive. When I'm with you, I feel nothing.
I did so much for you.
And where am I now?
of Thessaly. Am I the king of Thessaly right now? No. And why not? What happened? I had to flee the country because they didn't want a witch who murdered their last king as queen. You have been dragging me down. Her father is the King Creon of Corinth. He's taken a liking to me. Sees me like the son he never had. He was thrilled when someone asked to marry her. Someone like me.
Marry her? You mean you're leaving me?
I'm surprised I didn't do it sooner.
But what about our family? What about our boys? You're just going to abandon them?
No. They're coming with me. Better for them that way. Their new mother won't be a psychopath. Child Protective Services will come and pick them up tomorrow morning.
No, please, you can't. They're all I have. They're my world. Don't take them away, please. They're my life. Without them, I have nothing. I'm nothing.
Not my problem.
Jason, I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. You don't need to give me anything. As long as you stay, I don't mind the other woman. I really don't. You can see her as often as you like. Just please stay with me. Promise me you'll stay. Please, I love you.
I haven't loved you in a long time. I don't even like you.
Medea crosses to the kitchen, shell-shocked. She looks around the room, then tears it apart. She throws dishes, she flips the table, and when there's nothing left to ruin, she collapses on the floor and cries.
Hello, honey. You surprised me. No. Mommy's okay. Daddy and I were just talking about grown-up things. Things you shouldn't have to worry about. You love Mommy, don't you? As much as she loves you. He doesn't know you like I do. He doesn't wake you up each morning and tuck you in each night. He hasn't raised you like I have. And yet, you look so much like him. Goodness! Look how late it is. It's past your bedtime. You should get upstairs and go to bed. Mommy's gonna stay down here a little longer. But you two, go ahead! Go on! Go to bed! Please! Mommy will be right here. Please be asleep when I come up.
The children head upstairs. Then Medea takes a knife from the kitchen. As Eve sleeps in the Garden of Eden, the archangel Michael and Adam enter.
Rise, woman!
Ow! Was that necessary?
By order of God, I, the archangel Michael, have shown your husband the future of the human race, so he can think long and hard about what he's done. With that out of the way, it is time for you to leave the Garden of Eden forever. Follow me.
So, Archangel Michael showed you the future of the entire human race?
Yeah.
And I was asleep while you got the memo?
Oh, it wasn't fun. He took me to the top of the hill and showed me the visions of all these people like us. As many of us as there were ants in a colony, building these things called cities to live together in. And I said, hey, that's nice. It doesn't seem to have to be so bad. And he was like, well, you're a stupid idiot.
Why did I want you to eat that apple?
Oh yeah, why? Why did you want to eat that apple?
I didn't think I was going to at first, but in that moment I thought you were going to tell God about what I'd done, and I don't know, I pictured a world where God cast me out somewhere and you stayed here, and something clicked. I was hit with this cold, empty feeling, imagining a world without you there.
But I thought you wanted to get away from me.
I did, but there's a big difference from taking time apart for some time and for all time. Up until that moment, I don't think I fully realized what it meant to be alone. Truly alone, like you used to be.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm sorry for expecting you to do all the things I wanted to do and like all the things I like. I never thought if you were happy or not. I brought you here without ever asking how you felt about it.
How could you know? I never told you. And I'm sorry for ruining paradise for you.
Yeah, it's okay. Feels like it wouldn't be much of a life if we really stayed here forever.
You're being banished. Banished doesn't mean hang around for as long as you like. It means get up, go. Let's go, people. These are the gates of Eden. Beyond lies the totally miserable, completely inhospitable, real world of non-paradise. Say I wish you the best. But I don't. So this is it. The real world.
A lot bigger than I thought it would be. We're gonna need to figure out how to get food when it doesn't grow on every single tree.
And water. That pool over there does not look like it's very safe to drink. The weather's pretty bad. We'll need to find some place to take shelter.
And those animals are a lot less friendly than the ones we eat.
Yep, we're doomed.
What was that thing you were singing back then?
Back when?
The day that I first met you, when you were by the lake. You were singing something, and then I interrupted you. I'm really sorry.
Oh, bad. It was nothing. Forget about it.
No, it was really nice. You should get a chance to finish it.
I don't think I even remember how it went.
What kind of beautiful creature are you? Gentle and graceful, elegant too. I look in your eyes and see infinite skies. You stare right back at me, what could you see?
Can this beautiful creature be me? What kind of beautiful creature are you? What were you put on this planet to do?
Could you even fly if you only try? The future is limitless, wild and free. For this beautiful creature I see. Beautiful.
And the road you must walk won't be easy. The world will keep trying to tear you
set changes to a wedding where a princess sits in a dressing room mirror fixing her makeup. Medea enters disguised in a hooded cloak and holding a dress box.
My lady? What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
Package for the bride.
Is that? It is! Ah! Finally! Took you people long enough. Let me see it. Let me see.
She snatches the box and tears it open, taking out a wedding dress.
Oh, it's just gorgeous. Better than I imagined it. Jason's going to love this. I'm sure he will.
Jason enters on the phone.
Well, what's the holdup? The boys were supposed to be here hours ago. What do you mean they weren't at the house? What do you mean they weren't at the house? Well then, find out where she took them.
Hey, there he is! My future son-in-law!
Oh. Figure it out, I'll call you back. King Creon! What a sight for sore
You know,
eyes.
my girl really outdid herself hooking the captain of the Argonauts himself. Woo! I tell you, I recently acquired a big, beautiful fleet of ships that could sure use an admiral. Someone with strong leadership skills and someone who could step up and take my place, when I'm getting too old.
I'll stop you right there. I'd be honored.
Hey, Arabella! I love the sky! I see us doing some big things together.
And I can't wait. All right, Jason.
Jason steps up to the altar. King Creon walks the princess down the aisle towards Jason.
Is it just me, or is it getting hot in here?
Wait a minute. What's happening? What is wrong?
It's the dress! It burns! Somebody help me!
Somebody do something! Help her! Help her!
No, this can't be happening!
King Creon and the princess both collapse dead. Medea appears covered in blood, carrying two small bodies wrapped in bloody bedsheets.
Congratulations to the happy bride and groom!
I thought, what better way to say goodbye than one more bit of regicide? It always did such wonders for your career. Oh, and before I forget, here, have your little wedding gifts. Why so upset, Jason? You can't be just as much a bother to them now as you were before.
You murdered our children!
Now neither of us can have them.
You're insane. Do you realize what you've done? Hey, listen to me. Do you realize what you've done?
What I've done? Do I know what I've done? For the first time I do, Jason, I have done everything. All I ever wanted was to be with you, be your bride. Through every trial I have been your guide. I made you hero and king. I made you Jason for a diamond ring, but you just had to have more. So take your whore and tell me, Jason, 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 how do you like me now? How do you like me now? I threw my life away, I dragged my name through the mud, burnt every bridge blind to the truth. I think deep down I always knew. Now watch your kingdom fall. See how the tables turn. Learn how the sun that was once so warm can burn. Thought you could have it all. Don't say you weren't born to feel the wrath of a like a woman's scorn. So I hope you're happy with your beautiful wedding day. I hope that it was worth the price you pay. We said till death do us part. Poor stupid girl with an arrow through her heart. Now let the bodies pile high. This is goodbye, my dearest Jason, 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 Jason. How do you like me now? How do you like me
Medea climbs into a burning chariot and drives to the bar, parks the chariot, and sits at the bar.
You know what? Not gonna ask. Plenty of other non-incriminating things to talk about. Lucy! Yeah, you died. I did. I'm so sorry. The sickness, the attack, it must have been awful.
It was, but thankfully, I had my boys by my side to get through it, Death by prolonged illness is a miserable time. I don't recommend it. Drowning isn't much better. Well, then I turned into a vampire, and I started biting children. Well, the whole thing was terrible. You bit children. Yes, they're very easy to catch. But it wasn't me doing it,
So, just to confirm, you are in fact glad you got staked?
Yes, very. As much as a person can be. After that business, Dracula had the nerve to go after my bestie Mina next. Can you believe it? Well, the boys, this kooky professor who knows all about vampires named Dr. Van Helsing, and Mina put their heads together and went to war with Dracula. Oh, and Mina's fiancé, Jonathan, too. I told you about Jonathan Harker, didn't I?
Oh yes, the one who went off to Transylvania. You don't mean to say.
Oh, he had to run in with Dracula, too. It's like our entire circle of friends somehow magnetized to this stupid vampire. Anyway, he made Jonathan sort out his trip to England, then tried to kill him, but luckily he escaped. And he and Mina are having their wedding soon.
Aw, see, they did work it out.
Yeah, rub it in.
Together they tracked him down and took the fight right up to that Transylvanian castle of his. But alas, poor Quincy was slain in the final battle. Oh, rest in peace, hot cowboy.
Oh, Ophelia, did you ever figure out what all that conspiracy nonsense Hamlet was going on was about?
Oh my God, I need a drink for this.
I got you.
Okay, so you remember how Hamlet's dad, the king, died. It turns out that Uncle Claudius killed Hamlet's dad so he could A, take the throne, and B, marry Queen Gertrude, aka his brother's wife, aka Hamlet's mom. So Hamlet wants to avenge his father's death and take a murderer off the throne, which is completely understandable. And if he had told me any of this information, everything would have made a lot more sense. But instead, Hamlet decides that it's a better idea to pretend to be crazy and throw everyone off his trip. So he didn't trust anybody. No! He told Horatio.
Who the hell is Horatio?
Some friend of his.
So he keeps some male friend of his in the loop and keeps his longtime girlfriend in the dark? Well.
Why did he kill your dad? My dad was hiding behind a curtain, and Hamlet thought he was Claudius. And he stabbed him without double checking because he was already taking way too long. So then all of his attempts to be cautious went out the window, and it devolved into this total shit show where my brother died, his mother died, he died, but not before he finally managed to kill guys.
Anyone else?
Oh yeah, Rose and
and Guildenstern are dead.
See? That's the thing about murder. You have to commit to it.
He's just so stupid.
I know. Okay, well, I happen to have some good news to share. Things have actually been pretty good between me and Adam. I know. For the first time, we're communicating with each other, we're planning together, talking through our problems. And believe me, there's a lot of problems. Eking it out in the wilderness is not easy. But having a life to deal with makes having someone to share it with a lot more comforting. Oh, and we're not the only humans anymore. We have kids.
Congratulations! Motherhood is just magical, isn't it?
Yeah, magical isn't the word I'd use.
We are back outside the gates of the garden.
Eve, check this out. I put the pointy stone at the end of this long stick. Now we can poke the tigers before they get to us.
Adam! Adam! The baby is coming!
Oh, the baby! Okay. Don't worry, Eve. I've been through this before, so I can definitely help. Okay, well, up to this time it is a little different. Just keep going. You're almost there.
We hear the sound of babies crying. Adam stands up with two swaddled babies.
Oh my goodness, two tiny Adams. I can't wait to talk to you about trees.
You know, so getting kicked out of Eden might have been just what we needed. Maybe we're better off out here than in paradise. Raising Cain and Abel was a challenge, but they've learned how to take care of themselves in this world. Hunting and farming. Maybe we're going to be all right after all.
Off stage, we hear a stone crack against a skull.
God damn it, Cain!
Already on it.
And Jason talked a big game after the wedding. He cursed my name, said the gods despise me for what I did. But as it turns out, Hera, the goddess of marriage, gets really mad when someone breaks their wedding vows. So Jason lost his favor with the gods, and without Hera or me to help him, all that success of his slipped through his fingers. And he never got it back! He became a shell of his former glory! The real Jason! He started living in the old Argo. You know, Jason wasn't taking care of that boat. The ship was practically falling apart. And one day, while Jason was taking a nap under the rotting ancient mast of that once mighty ship. No!
Men